look with my hair. Something funny that I've observed while in Africa is that the women there, I think it's more not just Africa, I would say it's black community. Something I never noticed before, I never pay attention. But ladies, you can see them, I don't know, 3 different weeks, and you will see them with different hairstyles all the time. I was shocked that every time I would see someone out there, most of the time, I would see them with a different style in their hair, and I was very, very shocked and like big changes because there's also a big culture of wigs over there that we don't have here. So maybe you can see someone looking with their natural afro hair, and then next week she's braided, and next week maybe she has a wig and she's looking blonde, and that was very funny. That was very funny. It was interesting because it's like very normal, like part of their lifestyle to change their hairstyle. And for us, I mean, the way I grew up here, it's for us. We actually we live with the same hairstyle for long. It depends on your personality for sure, but the normal or the common is that we live with their same hairstyle for long, and if we change it, it's because there's an inner revolution, or there's something going on inside, or there's like a feeling of change, and I want to change something of my appearance, and so we decide on the hair. Sometimes it can be just a small thing, or maybe it can be a drastic change. In my case, it's gonna be more like a drastic change.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just want to welcome everybody back, and I really appreciate you guys coming in and watching my videos. I'm sure you are enjoying it, and let's get started, okay? Go ahead, get you some popcorn, some chips, some Doritos chips, potato chips, some sodas and stuff, and let's get this thing started. Okay? Okay, let's go on. As you saw from the later clip I put over there, Miss Parasite or ROSIO, she's back again. And this time she's on a topic that she should stay far away from. She's on a very dangerous topic. You can see that she's very condescending from what she's saying, laughing it all and being slick about it. But what I'm trying to say is this. She comes out here and she's saying that hair. She's talking about African and African American hair, okay? Comparing that to her hair. And what she's saying is that it was very strange when she went to Africa, or what in the black community as a whole, had to change wigs and change hairstyle every day. It was very strange to her because in her community, from what she's saying, as you can see from that clip, they actually do a hair change a hairstyle if let me, she's saying that the African and African community wear wigs a whole lot, and also one minute you're going to see them blonde, and the next minute they're going to be having like an afro or plaits in the head, braided the head, or stuff like that. That is the culture, and that was very strange for her. With her community, from what she said, is that if they're doing a hair change, it comes from their inner self. They're trying to find a solution about what's going on with them. That's how to do the hair change. It has to be something that is within them, that they're going to do a bold hair change. But with the she saw with the black community, they change hair, wear wigs every day, and that was so interesting to her. Very condescending, madam. And I think, and then she's laughing it off as if it's funny. Explain it in a professional way if you have some issue or something, don't laugh it off as if to say, oh, you guys change hair every day. I don't see the why you do that. So every culture has a way that they do stuff. You can't come on the social media and what very interesting to me too. She was in Mexico for quite a while, 3 years or so, and the Mexicans usually cross over to the U.S., right? And I'm sure when they come back, they know about African American hair, and they know about black people hair. So it kind of paused to me. I don't know what part of Mexico she was in that they don't have no idea that black people were weak. She had to come to Africa with her so-called boyfriend and figure out that black people were weak. Where was she from? That's blacks usually were weak. Even white people were weak sometimes. So she didn't know people were weak. Where she came from. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't know. This lady always put herself in some type of situation that she can't get out. She can't get out, and then she comes on the internet crying and saying that she going through postpartum and all that stuff. If you don't know nothing about a topic, I think you should refrain from it. That will save you a lot of headache, Madam Parasite. That will save you a lot of headache. Let's go and listen to this other clip.
Time is our hair, so if we make a change, it's in our own hair, we cannot regret and go back to where we used to be. So yeah, that was something that really shocked me, and I was impressed when it comes to ladies and their hairstyle in the black community, because it wasn't just Africa. I noticed that black Americans or other black communities in different, the pattern is the same. And the market is huge. I had no idea. I never knew about this. I never paid attention. I thought it was their own hair that they just changed it. I never thought that they were using wigs and things like that until I was there and I was seeing it. And yeah, and maybe in a month you can see a lady looking two different styles, because maybe the braids they last for 2 weeks, or maybe longer, or maybe less. I'm still learning about that world, but yeah, it was very interesting because I was seeing like ladies having like drastic change in their hairstyle, but as normal. And for us, if you make a decision to change your hair, there's something going on, but in a positive way. It's not like, oh, I'm depressed, I want to change. It can be anything, but there's like a big desire of changing, and the hair represents a lot, right? The hair shows a lot in the personality and things like that. So yeah, today for me, let's say.
She went on to say that changing the hair is a drastic change in her culture, and it means that if you go ahead and put a different style on your hair, like different wigs and stuff, I don't know what her implication was. She said, well, within my community, if we go ahead and make a change in our hairstyle and whatnot, it means a whole lot, because it means something drastic in our inner self that's coming to being. But then she goes on to say it was strange in that black community that they just put wigs on, different wigs on at different time and whatnot. So it goes to say that she's not in touch. She I don't know whether she never was around African Americans or blacks or what, So it's just kind of strange. But that's not the problem though. The problem is that she can be so condescending, saying that they make changes to the hair. From what I can gather from this whole video, this hair stuff, she's trying to say that they make changes to the hair because there's something inner going on in them and they want to make a drastic change in the hair. And hair represent a lot in a woman. That's what she's saying. That's what her community look at when they do the hair. So what are you saying? Are you saying that the black community don't look at that when they do the changes in the wigs and do their hair, that they don't have an inner stuff going on? They want to change the wig. One day you want to put on a blonde wig, the next day you want to braid your hair. I mean, it just depends on how you're feeling. It doesn't mean that you should have some serious inner stuff going on with you and you're trying to downplay it as if to say, oh, I didn't know. She always come out here with some negative, some on the side, like on the side negativity, and then she plays it off as if she's explaining something and not even explaining nothing. Being like a motivational speaker. So, man, this lady, she gets herself into trouble, and she just think that the community, like the black community, just don't know, because I guess her crazy so-called boyfriend downplay his country so much. So I guess that's why she's going on as if to say people from Africa or maybe the black community don't know nothing. I certainly think that she thinks so. But what puzzles me is that why would she have a baby by him? She's nothing but a gold digger, but he will find out sooner or later though. Well, this is what I needed to say after I watched that video. She came up here saying that she's doing her hair and blah blah blah, and tried to be very condescending towards a different race. That's why I would say. But thank you so much for watching, and please come back and like, if you like what I'm saying, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much. Goodbye.